Let me ask you something honestly. How many times have you said, I'll start when I feel motivated, tomorrow, next Monday, after this phase, when I'm in the mood, and somehow, that day never comes? So you watch videos, you make plans, you feel inspired for 10 minutes. Then, nothing changes, and slowly, a scary thought starts growing. Maybe I'm just not that kind of person. But listen to me carefully. You are not stuck because you lack motivation. You are stuck because you depend on it. And that dependency is the trap that keeps normal people average, while ordinary people with systems become extraordinary. Today I'm going to show you why motivation is unreliable, what actually drives consistent students, and how to escape this trap starting today. The big lie about motivation. We've been taught this formula. Motivation to action to success. Sounds nice. Sounds logical, but it's completely backwards. Motivation is an emotion, and emotions change every few hours. You don't feel the same at 6 a.m., 2 p.m., and 11 p.m. So if your productivity depends on feelings, your results will always be unstable. Science shows something powerful. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. When you start working, dopamine rises. Progress creates satisfaction. Satisfaction creates motivation. So the real formula is action to progress to motivation. But you're waiting for step 3 to do step 1. That's like waiting to feel full before you eat. Top students don't wake up excited every day. They just start before their brain starts complaining. Instant fix. The 5-minute rule. Don't tell yourself, I'm going to study 3 hours. Your brain hears that and panics. Instead, say, I'll do 5 minutes. Anyone can do 5 minutes. Once you start, something interesting happens. Your brain hates leaving things incomplete. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. Starting is the hardest part. Continuing becomes easier. You don't need motivation. You need a small starting line. So if motivation isn't the key, what actually separates toppers from everyone else? Not intelligence, structure. Average students ask this every day. Do I feel like studying? And their brain answers based on mood. Tired? No. Bored? No. Phone nearby? Definitely no. Top students ask a different question. What does my system say? They remove emotion from the decision. Here's why this matters. Every decision drains mental energy. This is called decision fatigue. If you decide daily, when should I start? What should I study? How long should I study? You waste willpower before you even begin. So winners reduce decisions. The fixed study slot system. Pick one fixed study time daily. Same place, same time. When the clock hits, you sit. You don't debate. You don't ask how you feel. You sit. Even if you just stare at the book for 2 minutes. Because you're not building study hours. You're building identity. I am someone who shows up. Habits form when cues repeat. Time becomes the cue. Sitting becomes automatic. This is how disciplined people are built. Not by motivation, by repetition. But here's another trap that kills students. You've made productivity emotional. You think, if I can't do a full, perfect session, I won't do anything. So if you don't have 2 hours free, you scroll instead. That's why you keep restarting. Big days, then 0 days. Progress doesn't grow like that. Consistency beats intensity. Top students don't aim for perfect days. They protect streaks. Because streaks change identity. Every day you show up, your brain starts believing, this is who I am. Confidence doesn't come from success. It comes from keeping promises to yourself. And I know how this feels. Watching others move ahead, feeling like time is running. You're not behind because you're incapable. You're behind because your effort is emotional, not systematic. The minimum day rule. On bad days, your only target is 10-minute study, 1 page, 2 questions. That's it. You win the day. You protect the chain. Even small action keeps momentum alive. 0 days destroy identity. Small days build it. Now let's talk about when most students lose. Nighttime. At night, your brain is exhausted. Willpower is low. Scrolling feels easier than studying. So you say, I'll start tomorrow fresh. But tomorrow repeats yesterday. Here's what high performers do differently. They don't rely on morning motivation. They prepare at night. The 3-minute night setup. Before sleeping, 1. Keep tomorrow's book open on the table. 2. Write the first task for morning 3. Keep your phone away from study space. You remove friction. Morning you doesn't think. Morning you just follows the setup. Environment beats motivation. If Netflix is easier to access than your book, your brain chooses Netflix. Make the right thing easier. So what's the real solution to the motivation trap? Motivation says, work when you feel inspired. Systems say, work because it's time. Motivation is a visitor. Systems are permanent. Your future isn't built on hype days. It's built on boring, normal days when you didn't feel like it. but did it anyway. That's where your competition quits. That's where you grow. You don't need more inspiration. You need fewer emotional decisions. You are not lazy. You are just waiting for a feeling that was never meant to lead you. Start before you're ready. Start small. Start imperfect, because average people wait to feel motivated. Successful people start, and motivation catches up. Your life doesn't change when you feel different. It changes when you act different. So after this video ends, don't plan a perfect routine. Open your book. Set 5 minutes. Begin. If this hit you, press like so more students escape this trap. Subscribe if you're serious about improving step by step. Not by motivation, but by systems. And share this with that friend who always says, I'll start tomorrow, because tomorrow doesn't build toppers. Today does.